This is a Riddling rack, and I am super excited to be able to show this off. This one happens to be from the sellers of G.H. Mumm, who is, at this time, the fourth largest champagne producer in the world. And legally speaking, this is actually champagne. Now, for those of you who don't know, champagne has to be from Champagne, France, or the Champagne region of France. So something like this Blanc de Blanc from Schramsberg, even though this costs more than a lot of champagne out there, and this is enjoyed by, I think it was enjoyed by most US presidents, this itself isn't champagne, and it's not made with the champagne method. It's made with the traditional method, or méthode traditionnelle, because this is from Calistoga and not France. So with that out of the way, we can talk about the point of this thing. Normally, when you ferment stuff, if you're going for a natural carbonation, so you're not just adding in CO2, if you ferment something in the bottle, as you normally would, it will clear over time. But then you'll have this stuff, this dead yeast and other things that have fallen out of suspension that collect in the bottom of the bottle. Now, normally that's not really a big deal, and it doesn't affect the taste all that much, but if you really care about what you're doing, then getting this all mixed in when you're pouring it, I don't know why you would shake something like this when you're pouring it, but regardless, it's still kind of a bummer. And even if you pour carefully, the last sip is usually pretty yeasty. So what the traditional method does is takes bottles that are bottle primed, so there's been a fermentation in here. Then you just put the bottles in there like that, and then through a combination of turning them and increasing the angle of the bottle so it gets steeper and steeper, the yeast will fall into the neck. Then once you have all that yeast concentrated in the neck, just like we saw on the other bottle how it was sitting on the bottom, we can then freeze that by dipping this into various solutions that get this super, super cold. So you'll freeze all that yeast and then just a little bit of the liquid itself. Then when you pop that cap, especially turning it upwards, pop that cap, the pressure will just force that little plug of dead yeast out, and you get something that is perfectly and totally clear. Now, there's a lot more to it, so I'm not even going to attempt to explain the whole traditional method, but needless to say, I will be doing it using this Riddling rack, which I'm super excited to have. Some more to follow.